What the fuck? I can do this shit. Watch this.
Cause she don't want no conversation. She just wants some compensation. She ain't never being basic. She ain't with the complication.
Hey, y'all know what the fuck's going on. It's your motherfucking favorite host, G Honcho, represent Talk of the Town, represent Undeniable Sound, represent the Coalition, represent In This for Murder, I'm just representing a lot, Lonnie's Land, you know, but this episode, before I even get into anything, this episode is sponsored and powered by Undeniable Sound and sponsored by Lonnie's Land, you feel me? We here. We got a very, 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 very special guest in the building today. Old Dirty Boston in the motherfucking flesh. Talk your shit, introduce yourself, my brother.
What's up, everybody? I'm Jason Faulkner, Old Dirty Boston. I represent Somerville, that's where I grew up. That's where I'm from, Winter Hill. That's where it all started. And, I've been doing food videos around Boston. I really try and protect and curate and expose a culture that I think is rapidly fading away. But money can't buy everything, people. Streets are still alive, you know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You said you... Oh, shit. Oh, I just messed it up. My bad. Messed up the
And
pre-roll.
Old Dirty Boston, sun-grown, organic pre-rolls, premium cannabis. I went out, I searched for as much cannabis as I could find, tasted, tried, and I believe in sun-grown. There's a reason. It's natural, it comes right out of the earth. It's done here in Massachusetts. You get a wider spectrum of terpenes with natural sun-grown cannabis.
Okay.
To me, it's healthier. I want to feel like I'm in the forest, in the trees. I smoke weed to chill. And sometimes at real high tests, like 30%, it can give me headaches. It can get me a little wound up. This shit isn't really growing all about profit. It's about nature. You know, this is a blessed product for me. So I hope you'll try it. Available in dispensaries everywhere. Ask your local retailer.
There you go. Oh, shit. I'm about to try it. I don't know about
Hell yeah, spark that up. Come on, man.
Let me start
Come
that
on,
right
let's
now.
start with that.
You got to tell
Start
me twice.
fresh, you know what I mean? Come on.
Tell me twice. You gotta tell me twice. Oh, shit.
Oh, and there's a note in there.
It's a big
Could you
boy.
read that note real quick?
Oh, yeah, let me hold on. I got you right now. You know,
You need your
you gotta read
glasses or
out loud
something?
and shit.
Yeah.
Now, you know you gotta read out loud. You got part of it fast.
It's like third grade. Giving me
Got
like
fortune
20
cookie
cards
notes
and
with the
shit.
blunts and shit. It says the cannabis has been grown with the power of the sun, moon, earth, and stars. It carries you to a blessing of great health, happiness, peace, and prosperity. Old Dirty Boston, Kush Groove, EOS Farms.
And shout out to Kush Groove, opening up soon in Cambridge. My man Marcus and Mike, great dudes out of Cambridge. Yeah, that's a movement. That's for real. The idea, I smoke cannabis to like feel more peaceful, feel more calm, and I hope that brings better health and prosperity. So.
Let me tell you this. This shit hitting like a motherfucker though. Oh yeah. He's bringing me a lot of prosperity. I like this.
That's right.
Hold on. Yes. So tell me, when did Old Dirty Boston start, bro?
I started Old Dirty Boston. I went through a wild divorce, and I kind of fucked my life up. I burned my whole life to the ground, basically. I went to New York. I was like really just hungry. I wanted to make money. I was like working in this investment thing, and it kind of all fell apart. And I came back to Boston, and I said, you know what? I want to do something that represents home. I want to do something that represents where I came from. The stories that I heard growing up that aren't in any textbooks, that aren't what people would talk about as historical, but it's like street history, oral history, the way that most legends and things are passed down. So I started the podcast, and I got lucky, man. Like, people came on, like classic comedians, Lenny Clark, Steve Sweeney. I talked to Dane Cook the other day.
Oh shit.
Guys like John Tobin, who owns Laugh Boston and all those clubs. I want to hear from their mouths what affected their lives, what they grew up around. Because I know the way that we speak to ourselves as a friend group and when we're hanging out is different than what you see when people sit down formally, you know, in the work environment, all this shit. This is like, we get to let go. We get to talk freely, speak openly. And I believe in that. I believe that's where the true communication happens. It's not just what you say, it's how you say it and who you say it to. So my ears were open, and the city thankfully got behind me, man. That podcast has over 120,000 downloads, I get messages every day, man. I listen to that story, my sister's on drugs, and I heard where that person was coming from, and blah, blah, blah. Stories about mothers who, their husbands were beating them up, feeding them drugs, their daughters were killed. Like, that's what really happens in this world. And I have a connection to it all. I genuinely feel connected to people. I have like a compassion or an empathy where I feel things, I'm sensitive to that, so, yeah.
That's definitely dope. That's huge, actually. Not everybody be out there in the city trying to make connections, basically trying to build up that connection, trying to build up that networking criteria. So many people don't do that always. So that's actually huge that you built it off that. You started off that. So
yeah.
Congratulations to that. That blunt is strong. I can tell you that. Yeah, it's a little bit. That shit, I like the way it's. That shit,
you hear that Old Dirty Boston?
That shit hitting.
Sun-grown, organic.
Most people don't know how to roll pre-rolls. Like, if you get a pre-roll from, like, the dispensary or some shit, them shits be weak. Like, they don't know how
they
to roll it.
They smoke half side down and the thing just gets all canoe.
Yeah,
yes.
But that is it's just perfect. That is all blunt.
Here's why, because they only put actual flour in this. A lot of pre-rolls are like junk. They sweep the floor with that stuff. It's the dust, it's the shake. These pre-rolls, we use the actual buds from the flowers. I have the photos, I go to the farm, I see it all happen. It's the real deal. I want quality stuff, man. My name, put it this way, if I'm gonna put my name on some shit, it better be good, because I'm good. It should stand to a level that I stand at, If you can do it better, do it better. Let's do it.
There you go, man. It's crazy, because we actually ran into each other at Hemp Fest the first time.
Yes, we did. Freedom Fest.
Yeah, Freedom Rally, but I call it Hemp Fest.
Old school. If you've been around, you call it Hemp Fest.
We call it Hemp Fest. You feel me?
That's right.
But I think, I forgot which outfit. I think I was wearing the blue one. I was wearing the blue one, right?
I think you were wearing pink. You were all pink.
I was wearing all pink.
Dressed down, head to toe.
I looked like a fresh ass thing of Pepto-Bismol, you feel me? And then he ran into me, and he was just like, yo, can I get a picture? I was just like, yeah, you give him. But now, ever since then, we just been locked in. Ever since that day, I was like, yeah, I gotta get you on the podcast, bro. So
when you shared that, I got a bunch of new followers off that too.
When you shared, I got a bunch of. You see, that's what
this is, man. Everybody can win. Everybody wins. Just do good things, share good things, and everybody's winning.
Yeah, man. So what was you like? Was you just walking around that day at Fest, just handing out those shits? Because those are dangerous.
Yeah. So I was with my girlfriend. No, I was with my girlfriend, Laura, the lovely Laura Baldini.
And Miss Baldini.
She and I, we walked over and we smoked herbs, so we were like seeing what was there, trying some things. I got a mushroom chocolate bar. I saw, Leek loves slush.
Yep. Yeah. Shout out Leek. That's Big Sis. Shout out Leek.
Leek,
yes, sir.
The queen of cannabis right now.
Yes,
Boston,
sir.
For sure. Anyways, we saw those people. Big D was performing at that show. So we was just poking around. And when I saw you, I'm a photographer now. Like, I'm a street photographer. It catches my eye. I jump out, I take the pictures. And I saw you. You stood out. In a good way.
It was the pink. I knew the pink was gonna happen. I asked my girl, I was like, should I do pink or blue? She was like, pink. I was like, alright, fuck, I'm gonna do pink.
It worked.
It worked. It worked. It's lit. Oh yeah, let me see this one more again. Cause I was about to hold up. Cause he brought more goodies, yo. He brought this, and he brought this dangerous shit. This mushroom chocolates.
Mushroom chocolates.
Listen, right?
Do you mess with the mushrooms, or you take them?
No, so I wanted to, because we have a sponsor, shout out Lonnie's Lynn. She has the mushrooms, but I never did it. But I always wanted to do it. I took mushroom chocolates once. It was at her birthday.
There you go.
Okay. I can't do it right now. I'm gonna do it after my game. But like literally, that shit, like, it was actually alright. I was pretty gone. She was gone.
Did you take a lot?
Yeah. She was smacked. Like, she was gone. Like,
the chocolate is what put me over.
No.
Yeah. After the chocolate, I was out for the count. But I was only out once I laid down.
Okay.
When I was up and doing things, I was fine. But once I laid down, I was like, ooh.
Did you feel like that out of body kind of feeling?
Yeah. Yeah. It was like, it was a little surreal. It's also my birthday, so.
Okay.
I don't know. See, I think I want to do the actual mushroom, like the actual, not the chocolate. I want to do the actual. But I'm just nervous. The niggas be talking about like they have bad trips or
absolutely.
Whatever, and I don't want to have no bad trip.
In small doses, I would always say start small. And for me, when it's good, it's just like, it's happy. It's like, what am I worried about? Same way you smoke a little herb. And that problem that you were stressing over, you can suddenly see from the other angle where you're like, it's okay. I don't need to be mad about this anymore.
Right.
Like, I see his side. that is what mushrooms helped me with a lot. Just being like, everything's okay, man. Like, don't kill yourself. Don't try to kill anybody else. Let the anger go. Because that's a lot of it for me. There's, as much as like I'm all about everybody wins, everybody's together, there's like a competitiveness in me that just wants to win, that wants to do shit. Like, I hate to say this, but I feel like a fucking loser a lot of the time. I feel like other people are doing better. I'm not doing that good. I could be doing more. And frankly, right now, I'm really not doing that good. I'm not fucking making any money. I'm all about the social media thing, and I'm just going for it. I'm on faith. I'm like praying, let this break. Like, I'm doing this for a reason, and there's gotta be a reason that's gonna take me somewhere.
Hell yeah, 100%. Yeah. Well, we all know hard times always pass by. You feel me? God always gives the hardest struggles, to his best warriors. So you definitely gonna get through that, 100%. You got our support. You got my support. Appreciate
Thank
that.
you, bro.
Uzi support you got. Shorty support. So we got you. You don't worry about that, 100%. We here to network and build up the next person, not tear them down. Like some.
Is there anybody we should want to tear down though, just in case? I'll jump on that bit. Like, if you have an enemy in the show, I'll talk so much shit, dude.
Listen.
They have names, people.
Listen.
They have names.
Hey, listen.
They have names.
We ain't gonna talk about it, but
I got a couple. You know what? Fuck that. Brian Cho. Brian BRIANCHO on Instagram as Brian motherfucking Cho.
He said on Instagram.
He's Brian Cho without the C.
No, it's Brian fucking Cho.
What happened with Brian Cho?
No, I'm saying he's Brian Cho.
He said
without the C.
oh wow, you stupid. He said he's gonna bring this to. I wanna know what happened.
True story, Brian Cho.
Oh shit. I'm about to spark this boy now. Hold on.
And then we'll talk about real estate check. But
Brian
Brian Cho,
he's just dropping names.
first and foremost, I'll pass this around. Brian Cho is a young Asian man, lives at home with his mom.
Oh shit.
Cool guy, but he was always online, always available. He could always come on live. He could always be on the show anytime you needed him, right? Okay. Comes to find out, I asked Brian, as I do most people about, their personal lives. Brian is a chaste man. He's a virgin. Never had no sex, okay?
Okay. All right.
I said, all right, that's good, Is anybody out there willing to help Brian, get the sex? And Real Estate Jeff tuned in, and he's like, look, I'll take this kid out. I'll show him a good time. I'll take him to the strip club. I'll get him laid. So we start all hanging out.
Wait.
Hey,
What?
how you doing?
Hey, that's the CEO of Boston Versus just walked in the fucking building, y'all.
All right, we're talking about Brian Cho right now. Brian Cho
He's dropping names for this episode. This is hilarious.
All right, so anyways, Brian Cho, this way, that way. One night.
You put up his Instagram? I thought you put up his. I was about to say you put up his Instagram.
I will pull up his Instagram. Yeah, we can share that. Brian fucking Cho is the name. Coming Soon is the name of the series. It's a photo series. There you go. And that's Brian himself right there. You could tap through some of those photos. So we take Brian to the strip club, right? We get him some lap dances. We take him out. He's having a good time, blah, blah, blah. One night, it's Real Estate Jeff's birthday. Jeff says, I'm taking everybody out. We're going to the club. We go to a club in Chelsea called El Cielo, hot little Colombian spot, right? If you've never been there, it's cool. Then, that's Real Estate Jeff. Then, hold on. After the show, after the club, Real Estate Jeff says, we're going to my friend's house. He's got a surprise for us. We go to this dude's house, okay? He takes us down into his basement. It's a dope loft. You walk in, it's like big high ceilings. He grows weed in the thing. He's got this like drawer that he pulls out. It's sleek, it's cool. Takes you in the basement, down a set of steps, and there's a little library, like bookshelf. Pushes on the bookshelf, and the door opens up to a fucking sex dungeon in this dude's basement.
Motherfucker got a bat cave in this shit?
I swear to God, all right? And this is not like, it's like this dude has an amazing in his basement.
50 Shades of Cho. Yeah, chill out, bro.
We go in. Brian Cho is in there. He's got all these things. You can tie people up, whatever. I'm taking pictures. I got the pictures. I'll show you the fucking pictures after this whole thing ends. Because I promised not to release them. They threatened me to delete my account and all this stuff. Anyways, Brian stays over there that night, sleeps on the couch. I went home. I was like, this is too much for me. So I'm not into that, like, whips and chain stuff. So I go home. On Instagram Live the next day, Brian is still there. He answered the call. I said, yo, where's the dude? Where's the guy? He goes, he went to get us coffees. I said, yo, get your fat little ass down in that basement and show us the sex dungeon right now. He runs down the stairs. He pulls out the phone. He's showing everything on Instagram Live so everybody can see this.
What?
The guy comes home with the coffees. He goes, Brian, what the fuck are you doing? He goes, you can't show this to people. This is my private house. I don't want people to know this. I have a job.
Yo, what?
Sets off the controversy. Anyways, the sex dungeon guy gets a hold of Brian and convinces him that I'm evil and they turn Brian against me. And all I've done is trying to help Brian. I try to get him laid, we take him out to dinners, have fun, whatever, and it backfires. Now I'm the enemy. He calls all my sponsors, he calls my friends, he says, don't fuck with Jason. Jason's a fucking asshole. He will scam you and rip you off.
Damn, Cho.
Recently, I received a message from Brian Cho, okay? And the message is, I have a scam account, and I'm gonna delete your account if you don't remove all the Brian Cho videos.
You still have them all on your...
Yeah.
Oh, what the fuck? Yo.
Yeah, you can watch all the Brian Cho shit right now. But I might have to delete it if the scammer guy's for real. If the hacker guy is legit. The hacker guy's name is Shorty.
What the
Yeah.
What the fuck? Yo, your stories are... Alright, bro, no fuck.
No, this is for real.
This is for real.
Wait, so let me get this straight.
Shorty?
The other guy is Shorty. Shorty,
He's a scam.
Shorty's a scam.
He's a scam.
Wait, you got a story with him
And
too?
it's called scammer account. No, but he's trying to broker a deal between me and Cho.
Okay.
What videos get deleted.
Oh, shit.
Tell them you need 500. Okay.
Okay.
He's trying to get
I would
his
charge you
bag.
500.
That's what you gotta do.
Right.
Blackmail.
But Brian doesn't really have any money.
Yo.
Well, then
Hey,
I don't think so.
what's
Shorty
going
guy does
on?
either. Then the videos stay up, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I put work
Hey,
into
yo.
that. I shot those things.
Yep. Call yourself paparazzi.
Right.
Yo, no funny shit. Brian, right?
Brian.
Chu? Brian Chu?
Cho.
Cho. You got me saying Chu.
No,
Brian-
I was saying Brian Cho without the C, because it would be Brian Ho.
Brian Ho. Yeah,
Yeah.
Brian is a hoe.
Exactly.
Brian. Fuck Brian
I
Cho.
was trying to throw you the alley-oop.
Whatever. I don't know who the fuck he is.
Alright.
Works for me. But nah, that's crazy as shit. The fact that you still say you get to find all this.
So you could go on my Instagram, you go into highlights, and there is one called Coming Soon, which is Brian Cho at the Squire, facilitated by Real Estate Jeff, sponsored by Real Estate Jeff, who has blocked me since.
Wait, did you say the squire?
Now, who
The
else?
Squire, yeah.
The Squire, yeah.
Oh, and I have a comedy show coming out,
Oh
or
my
I'm doing a
God.
comedy show, and I would love you guys to come. I'm serious. I'm
Oh,
getting
no.
all my favorite comics
I'll be
around.
there.
Jonathan Gates is going to be there. Who else? Dave Russo. Big D's going to be there. A guy named Mike Tanny and Dan Hall, host of the Weed Game Show, is going to be there. So he's another one that would do this podcast for sure.
I mean, shit, let's
Yeah.
lock him in, man.
Oh,
We
yeah.
open. That's what we here for. We
Let's
tryna
do that. Let's
work.
build some bridges, right?
Yeah, exactly.
There we go.
Exactly. Except for Brian.
Yes.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah,
Brian
yeah.
Cho, it just builds bombs. And I found out he's calling everyone again. All my friends are calling me. They're like, Brian Cho's calling us again, telling us to not fuck with you, that you're an asshole. He calls my girlfriend,
Oh, see, now that's a no-go. Come on.
right?
Brian.
Come on, Cho.
Come on,
That's a no,
Cho.
Cho.
That's
no
a no,
on
Cho. Yeah.
No on Cho. I'm making no on Cho shirts. That's what it's going to be.
Wait, is there any more enemies that you have? Because that's how this whole conversation started. Like, I didn't even get to get into my enemies. Like,
Well, Real Estate Jeff, honestly,
Oh, shit.
is... Look, he's a real estate agent that I would hang out with, became a close friend. And he always talked about wanting to do real estate and promote.
Right.
But all he ever did was party. All he ever wanted to do was fucking go out to the club and drink and go to the strip club and dance around and do drugs. He didn't want to work. So that's what I showed the world. So he sponsored the page. He sponsored the Instagram for $5,000. I started posting the videos of us hanging out together. He changed his mind that how he hangs out isn't good for his real estate business, but I refused to stop doing it.
Okay.
So he would just keep going out and partying, and I would keep posting the pictures.
So, where did the disliking come into play?
He felt like he was like, I don't want you to post that. Am I gonna be honest right now?
Yeah, shit.
Shit,
You've been being honest the whole time.
This
You
is a
done
big
made a
one.
whole. You probably about to have my comment section.
I had a threesome with Real Estate Jeff and someone, well, a woman, and I think that
That's a trend.
hurt the relationship because you can't go from a business relationship to
Yo.
that relationship.
Wait.
And there may have been jealousy involved. There may have been other things. He would just send me tons of nasty text messages. I would post the text messages. He would say he's gonna go to his lawyer, and then I would just post more text messages.
Yeah,
and then he would
that's
say crazy as shit. You gotta be fearless with this, man.
Yeah.
If people are fucking with you, you gotta show that and just let them all see it. Like, what am I afraid of? I have integrity. Look, man, I'm not making you do this crazy shit. I'm just taking the pictures. I'm not making you text me all this crazy shit. I'm just posting.
Well then.
That's fair.
Right, like that's fair. Like you can't really be mad at that.
It's the truth. It's reality. I'm trying to show things as true to what they are as I can.
It's so crazy because I like backward this whole interview. I was supposed to be asking about the food first, then the tea. I got the tea first. Like
Yeah.
I got the tea.
So, we talked about enemies.
I mean, you shit.
Top two right now.
That's the top two right now.
That's the top two right now.
You only have two? No,
Yeah, right now.
yeah.
Yeah, you can't focus on you can't have more than 3 enemies at any one time. Otherwise, it gets overconsumed. 3 max. Focus on those 3. Once you kill those, you can move on to other ones. You gotta stay tuned in on a 3. I got Brian
Okay.
Cho and Real Estate Jeff.
I got a lucky number slot number as my enemy.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't want to gonna say.
You a
that.
gambler? You gamble?
You know, no, I'm not a gambler, but he is.
Okay.
Yeah, he is.
Okay.
I ain't gonna get
Did he
crazy
borrow
about it.
money from you?
Nah, he borrowed money from other people, but
Okay.
you know,
People you know?
I'm-
Is it family people? Anyone in your family?
Oh no, no.
Was he in
no.
a relationship with anyone that you?
I'll be damned. No,
Okay.
no, not at all. But yeah, you know, he's a slot number. That's all he is. No, that's his name, slot number. Anybody
Is
knows?
that his name on Instagram?
No.
What's his name?
Yeah, see. See, I'm not like you. I can't just be like, nah, fuck Joe.
Yeah.
But-
here, try this. Try this for me. Look in that camera and say, "Fuck you, Brian Cho."
That's why I know that nigga. You ain't say nothing to me. Fuck you, Brian. Cho.
Hell yeah. Yo, fuck you, Brian Cho.
You know, you shit to me. We getting hot over here, nigga. Fuck.
And all the Brian Chos of the world.
Well,
Well-
yeah. I mean,
There's 2 sides to every coin, right? But my real thing is, I always tried to help out Brian, and he turned on me real quick with the sex dungeon thing, and you know, and now he said if you delete these 3 videos, we're cool. I deleted the 3 videos, and now he says delete these 2 also. I said, man, we made a deal. I'm not gonna do
Is it on
that.
your Instagram?
Yes.
I'm stuck between
Brian fucking Cho.
I'm stuck between the sex dungeon and then what was the other one you said?
The Real Estate Jeff threesome.
Yeah, the real estate job. Alright, that's right. Alright, let's stop talking shit. Let's focus on some food, cause you starting shit.
Right.
You starting shit.
All right.
I don't care.
I got that out of my system.
You sure? Yeah, take this. Huh? It's all
Let me prepare the dining room.
right, so I went on your Instagram. I see that you've gone to a lot of food places all over. Is it like a specific, like a favorite food place you've been to?
Before I say like just the best or the tops or the favorites, I want to say a few things that help me identify usually a good place.
Okay.
1, the owner is there. And if the owner is making the food or like working the counter, that's usually like for real.
Yeah, means business.
Cash only. Because the owner can never be far from that business. They have to be eyes tuned in. If you're doing a cash business, you need to know your pluses and minuses. And you gotta know the people that are working.
True that.
So
true that,
they have good like supervision on that.
True that.
The other thing is, if I go and I get something, they care more about like, just try this, taste this. I want you to know what this tastes like. Hey, try it with this, and tell me about the food, why they make it this way, how they made it that way. versus the people that are kind of just like, yeah, it's $20, like, here you go. Because they're not motivated by money. A lot of times it's like, my grandfather used to bake bread, and that's why I started doing it. Or a guy, he worked at the Four Seasons, and when the Four Seasons closed because of COVID, at the Bristol, he opened up this place called Square Deli in Everett. And when I tell you, like, go try a pizza in Boston, Square Deli in Everett is the real deal. He does the dough by hand, mixes the whole thing, doesn't even use one of those big mixers to do pizza dough.
Oh, you seen both of their faces over there? Look, she's probably looking it up right now. Whoa.
Square Deli in Everett, for real. Yeah.
That's dope. That's dope. So you think that'd be like your top favorite?
That Chow and Chelsea is like my number one for pizza. I always say that's my favorite pizza.
There's a lot of chows going on, bro.
Yeah. CIAO in Chelsea, wood-fired oven. Two guys started it, Edson and Marvin. When they opened it, they used all their savings. They had like $60,000. They scraped it together. They did it. They weren't making any money. Nobody was coming in. They would close the restaurant and drive Uber overnight so they could keep their lights on. And it broke out, and they got best pizza in the U.S. or like top 10 in the U.S. kind of thing. Yeah. And ever since then, that business has blown up for them. But that was the idea, is like faith, you know. If you think you're on the right track, and the money's running out, and you're getting scared, you know, you have to. I use a lot of prayer. I use a lot of like, this is what I want. This is what I'm trying to get to. And if my intention is good, my goals are healthy, I can get to them. It's all, we all want bullshit. We all want fucking money and to look good and all that cool stuff. I get that too. I got to drive in a Bentley yesterday. I went out for Sabra's birthday, actually.
Hey.
In the Bentley. It was nice.
In a Bentley?
In a Bentley.
It was lit?
For real.
It was outside?
Yeah.
Yep. So what would be the least favorite restaurant you went to? Put you on the spot.
Trying to think back to like experiences that rubbed me the wrong way. Okay, I know one exactly. I went to something called East Coast Oysters.
I wouldn't go on East.
And it's cool. So this girl, Alexis, she has East Boston Oysters. I'm sorry. She has a dope little business. She has a store now over in East Boston. But I went and I shot this event, and it looked really cool. It got like 250,000 views on TikTok. It blew up. It like got her tons of email signups and stuff. And I remember I was like, hey, could I like have an oyster? I want to take a picture and just do this. And she was like, sorry, we don't have any left. And like, it just didn't feel very like gracious or like, I don't know. And I don't know what that vibe was, but that's the vibe that catches me. Like, I have some good stuff, but like, I don't want to share it with you. It's a bit of a sharing situation. It's, you know, and I get that people are protective, but at the same time, like when you're open and giving, I feel like that returns. It regenerates a lot. So that was something that I didn't love. But I hear you do amazing things, Alexis, and I know Laura loves her. She goes there all the time. And I'm like, I told you she was mean to me, but she still goes. So.
What is it? They only sell seafood or some shit?
No, her store, East Boston Oysters, they sell, it's like a corner store with like wild snacks and stuff. Or like good like tinned shellfish, like if you like sardines or eat anything like that. And then she has oysters, she has little caviars. She has cool stuff. Yeah.
It's dope. This stuff we do. I almost grab these damn mushroom shits. I'm about to kill my damn self.
This shit's crazy.
How's it going so far?
I'm trying to get sponsored by Minute Maid, low-key.
Hell yeah.
Low-key.
Why not?
I'm trying to keep this shit.
Is that your target? That's your goal? That's your one? Minute Maid the sponsor?
Yeah.
If you had a dream sponsor, who is it?
Oh, shit. Dream sponsor. Wow.
For this video, say Minute Maid, and then we'll cut another one. Come on, pick up every product in the room. Poland Springs, fucking apple salad. Just pick shit up.
Shit. Minute Maid. Shit. I don't know. But nah, dream sponsor, I don't know. It would be Minute Maid, or it would be, nah, y'all about to hate me for this one. She probably already know. Oakhurst, yo, Oakhurst, what's up, my nigga? Like, what's up, Oakhurst?
The milk? The milk company?
Yes, I said that. I said it correctly. Y'all heard me, motherfuckers. Oakhurst, what's up? And don't nobody drink.
Why Oakhurst?
Don't nobody drink more milk than this nigga right here. Me.
I don't think it's really healthy milk anymore. That's why they make the nut milks.
Well, that
not
wasn't,
to say anything.
I mean, you know, just
I've heard that.
You know, just ran my parade a little bit. But I don't give a shit. At the end of the day, Oakhurst.
Like, this is why he's your spokesman. He's the only guy still drinking milk.
Hit me. Oakhurst or Nesquik, what's up? Hit the line. You know I got you.
Ooh, Nesquik?
For real, yeah.
What's your, like,
yeah.
okay, do you do, like, the cold chocolate milk deal? What's your go-to? When do you feel so satiated when you get that Oakhurst?
Chocolate milk.
It's a chocolate milk.
It's the chocolate milk.
Do you get that like quarter gallon? How do you get it?
I get the gallon.
The
Nah,
gallon?
you don't got. No. First of all, you gotta get the regular milk, then you gotta get the syrup, and then you gotta get the big cup.
What
You know
kind
the
of
big
syrup
cup.
do you get?
The chocolate syrup.
But the Hershey's.
Hershey's,
Okay, Hershey's, yeah.
And then you got you know what I mean? Remember those big cups that you get from McDonald's, you know, the grande size? You gotta get one of them shits. And then you got, you know, put it, you know what I mean? And then, you know what I mean? Then stir it up, you know what I mean?
So,
Then you
alright, the
good.
cup, you put it in a big cup. Is the
Yep.
cup cold or just room temp?
What the fuck? You can make
Some
it.
people put it in the freezer.
That's actually different. I never tried that. You just put me on.
Try like one of those like
Yeah,
pub
I'm
glasses
not-
in the freezer,
I'm
and then
not
you
to
put
do
that
that.
cold milk in there, and it's like.
Hold on. What the fuck?
That's why I love food.
Why have I never put... Yo, what the...
All right, I'm gonna explain this to people.
Uh-oh.
Food for me. When I was like 16, all my friends were dying of drugs. I saw a lot of people that were around me like not swimming; they were sinking. And I started working in a kitchen, and I learned how to cook French food. I learned how to speak French words, and like I was taught how the wealthiest people in Boston ate and what they wanted. And I got this observation of like waiters and waitresses who were in college or who were just kind of like, you know, floating a little bit. Like they loved to smoke weed and they would try to travel in the summers and they weren't pinned down. They didn't have like their kids and, you know, then I meet guys that came over from France and they'd be out like in the clubs, like, you know, getting all the Boston girls. And that shaped something for me around food, because for me it was always like culture and learning is around food. That's how I learn about shit. So yeah, and how I knew that the cold glass works with the milk and the syrup is it's like music for me. Some people can just play on a piano. Food just goes in my brain, and I've like looked at it enough, studied it enough, thought about it enough. I know what it tastes like before I have to taste it.
Yeah, see, so I'm guessing French food's like your favorite food to go out and make.
I also lived in China for a couple of years.
Oh,
I went to
shit.
Shanghai when I was like 19, dropped out of community college, stayed there, taught English, got married very young, 20, 21. And yeah, I traveled all over China and Asia, and that changed my life. It changed how I look at things. I meditate every day. You look at things like this, I'm like emotional to talk about this. Like, those are the pieces of my life that mean something to me. That was journey to me. That was like exploration. They asked me when I got the chance to go, why do you want to go to China? So I said, because it's the most different thing I could imagine in the whole world. I wanted that. I wanted like the end of the spectrum.
I should probably
Yeah.
expand your idea, your imagination, and all that too.
And it changed my values. China's a civilization that's been around for thousands of years, right? The United States has been a nation. We had people here in what, the 1600s? The Pilgrims and all that started to build it up. So think about how young that is in comparison to 5,000 years of kings and history and culture. The rest of the world had that, you know? I talked about trying to go to Egypt next year. Like, I want to see what it came from and what those people value and what those people care about. Money was not paramount to them. If you remember, the Chinese culture in 1950 flipped over their government and got rid of money and banking and finance. All the things we've heard about and talk about, you know, they actually did it as a nation. They went to war and said, everybody's equal. Nobody gets more. Nobody gets less. The fact that that happened in a country shows you those people's spirit, like what they put value on, you know?
Most definitely.
Yeah, and what they put value on really was family, closeness and bonding. It was all about dinner in China. You sat at a table, and it was your family, it was your friends, your close people. They call them shongdi, your brother in arms, and they would sit and they would drink. You don't drink away from the table. Everything happens as a group together. You sit because that's where your conversations happen. That's where your cheers and your congratulations happens. And it's always an up mood, you know? Cheers, toast to goodness, to health, to prosperity. They believe in that shit.
That's dope.
And then they go to KTV and party, and then they, you know, do their thing.
What was it? Shongdi?
Shongdi.
Sondi?
Shongdi.
They
Shondi.
talked about that in a Disney movie.
Shondi.
Yeah.
You my Shondi, bro. Shondi.
Disney movies.
You feel me?
I love Disney movies.
The
I
show,
don't
yeah.
remember. Yeah, I can't remember which one.
Uh-oh. But you like Disney movie too? That's what you about to say?
No, I'm just saying, my stories are as good as a Disney movie.
Yeah, you need to
That
write
was
a
a
book.
Disney movie story.
You need
Real
to write-
Estate Chef, call me, we'll get a Disney deal.
Jesus Christ.
No, Real Estate Chef has me blocked. I can't get in touch with him, actually.
Pretty sure he'll see this. Like,
Alright.
that's crazy.
I
Yo,
kind of hope he doesn't know what Vern's doing.
it's the shots being thrown. That's hilarious. I
We
mean, I don't
might
give a
tag
shit.
them.
Yeah, I'm gonna tag him too. Fuck it. Might as well. They'll be alright. Y'all have to make up at some point.
I'm still stuck on this though.
I'm mad the pre-roll's gone. I still got the note.
Yeah, man, I gotta get more for you. The second season is coming, so they just harvested. Again, this is an outdoor crop. They get one crop a year. I feel like this is, for me, this was like wine, you know? It's like some years are gonna have more sun, some years are gonna be rainier, be more windy. That will give you flavor. Like that dew in the morning on that herb, it's for real. The pine trees that grow around it, give it flavor, give it sense. So the second release is drying right now. We're gonna pick the strain, we're gonna roll it up, and we're gonna release it. It's gonna be, I'm gonna have a set number, like whatever it is, like 15,000, 20,000, and that's it for the season. So when they're out, you'll know. In November or December.
They're gonna be in the dispensaries, right?
They're gonna be in dispensaries. If they don't have it in your dispensary, ask for it. Say, do you have Old Dirty Boston pre-rolls? And if they don't, tell them to order them, please.
Oh shit, well there you go.
Organic, sun-grown cannabis, good for you, good for me, good for all of us.
So is it like a food restaurant that you haven't visited out here? Because you've been to...
There's one restaurant, Contessa, and I have a little bit of a beef with it because it's a corporate group from New York, and they're a chain restaurant, the same as everyone else. They just disguised it differently. So what happens is that money kind of moves. Like I said, the owners aren't there. It's investment groups. They have managers. They have diligent people that care for those restaurants. But it's not the same as the husband and wife whose dream it was to open a restaurant. And, you know, they went for that dream and they sacrificed for it. They do it for the food. They do it because they have something people love and want.
That's the only one that you had in mind?
The places not to go? No, I really don't have a
I thought she was about to be like, yeah, don't go to this one, and then fuck
Well, if
this.
you let me
and
think
then-
long enough, I'll tell you. But I really don't have that. That's what I'm saying. Things for me that are negative, Bruce Lee would say, keep what is necessary and get rid of everything else. If it's not in my orbit, my circle, my brain does me the service of just forgetting about it. It's gone. And I'm focused on the things, you know, that I can work with right now.
No, that's a fact. You
Yeah.
gotta practice, but you gotta practice your piece. So, what do you feel about the support system in the city of Boston? How do you feel about that?
Support system of what?
Just how overall how the
You mean like interpersonal, like networking, or you mean with like work and money? Or?
nah, just overall as a city. How do you feel as
Boston doesn't like me or you or anyone ever. So don't take that shit personal, okay? Boston fucking hates you. It's just the way we are. We hate ourselves. We have to live in freezing cold fucking winters. You know what I mean? Like, it ain't great around here all the time. People yell at each other. People will beat you the fuck up on a rate like any old time they want. And they'll tell you that they'll do that shit. It's aggressive. It's fucking racist. It can be a nasty city. But if you can crack that little egg and show them that you're not afraid of them, and that you're not gonna back down to them trying to fuck with you, because they will, then they're like, all right, man, we good. And once you're good and you're in, and people are like, this man has the same spirit of do not give up, hit it face on, do your thing, and don't apologize. If you feel like you're righteous in your heart and you're doing good things, don't think twice. You know? You get stuck on that. We all do. Am I doing it right? Is it people ain't watching this? If you believe it and it's good for you and you got your people around you, your family people tell you it's the right thing, go for it. And if they don't get it, then push harder, you know?
I got you dropping knowledge after you threw shots. I'm proud of you.
Yeah.
Motivation. What's that?
Out with the bad, in with the good, you know?
Shit. So what's next for Old Dirty Boston? What's next for you?
The
personally?
comedy show. The comedy show is a big deal for me. I booked out the Golden Banana in Peabody, Massachusetts. It's a 200-seat club. I have what I consider to be the funniest comedians in Boston. I love comedy. I've been in those mics. I've watched them. Jonathan Gates will be there, who runs Slade's Black Comedy Explosion. He's run that for 15 years. He was on the podcast. He'll be in there headlining. A woman named Christine Hurley, the queen of Boston comedy. She's like a 50-something-year-old woman who talks about how much she hates her husband.
Damn.
She's good. Official Big D, Demetrius Hullum will be there. Dave Russo will be there. I don't know if you guys know these names, but if people know of them, just trust me. You heard me speak today. You heard all the things I've said. I'm not going to put some bullshit comics on a stage, okay? I'm going to put people up there that I believe in and I know are funny. They make me laugh. That's all I care about. So tickets are $40. They will definitely sell out. There's like 4 top tables. There's bar seating. It's all open seating. You just buy the $40 ticket. When you get there, you pick your seat. And we're going to have a good time. It's a beautiful room. It's a beautiful stage. I would like your opinion. I would like the room's vote on this.
Okay.
This isn't a strip club, but it's on a Monday. The club is closed. There will be no dancers on shift. Should we or should we not have some of the women working and just walking the tables? Yes?
Yeah.
Most definitely.
Okay. Yes?
Yes.
Yes? What's your name is?
My name is Arlene.
Arlene. So you say yes?
That's
Yeah.
A1.
Okay.
That's A1 right
Absolutely.
there. CEO.
Yes. Okay.
Fuck it.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Yeah, let the booty walk around.
But nah, yeah, definitely you should. You definitely should.
Okay.
Don't
Let the
understand.
booty walk around.
I know
So this is a
somebody
fun
really,
room.
I know somebody really,
Yeah.
really funny. that
Don't let
you
she
should
come with my
talk
drink on
about.
her butt.
Okay.
There you go.
Yeah.
She'll
That
definitely
network.
bring a crowd.
She better
Okay.
walk up with my drink on her butt.
What's her
Right,
name?
network.
Would I have seen her or can I?
She's Boston, but she's really known in Boston. Like when she goes live, she gets like 5, 6, 7, 800
Oh, you
views.
talking about
Some
Jane?
bitches
Wow,
are Jane.
yeah.
You know what I'm
Jane.
saying?
Jane.
Yeah, like you know what I'm saying? I feel like she's a really good person. And I feel like I'm not gonna lie, to you, she's gonna bring a crowd.
Yeah.
They gonna
Yeah.
book.
That would
They
be
gonna buy
dope.
them tickets.
Okay.
I'll definitely
They gonna
find your
wanna see her. She's
information.
funny.
Okay.
I'll give you information, but she's
So
definitely.
Jane, yeah. So we'll do the
Yeah.
Instagram thing and we'll link that up.
Yeah, she's
Word.
funny.
Thank
That's a good connect right there.
All right. So it sounds like there will be strippers.
Yeah.
Oh,
But
shit.
it's not a strip show. It's not about that. It's really about the comedy and time to come out and have a good time. You know, everybody will be having a good time, having fun. We got the free rolls. We got all that. So
Call you back.
What date is that on?
it's on, I'm sorry, November 11th or 14th.
Probably
I should check.
the 14th. I think that's the Monday.
It's a Monday.
Yeah, so probably the 14th.
And it's the Monday after comics come home. And I did that purposely because there'll be a lot of hype about comedy. And I'm gonna have that mic.
Oh, I'm popping out. You
November.
popping out?
Yes, please, guys, seriously. Please come to the show. I would really appreciate it. It is November 14th, Monday, November 14th. Go on the Instagram, send me a DM. I'll send you a link for tickets, $40. We'd love to see you there.
You feel me? And let them know where they can find you on all platforms, man.
My world is on Instagram right now for sure. So send me a DM. I see every DM. I read every DM. I try to reply to every DM. Don't send me a question like, can I ask you a question? Just ask the question. If you ask me, can I ask you a question, I'm not replying to you. If you ask a question, I will do my best to reply to you. This is the other one I get. People send me a DM and say, hey, me, my wife, the kids, we're coming to Boston for 3 days. Where should we eat? I'm like, okay. Well, when days do you mean? He means, no, like for the whole trip, give me like 6, 7, 8 places. I'm like, come on, man, I'm not like your your planner here.
Jesus Christ.
People's expectations of what you will do for them on Instagram sometimes surprises me.
They want breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and dessert.
Yes, they do.
That's ridiculous. Well, this has been a fun episode. It's been a quick ass 45 minutes. That's crazy. It's barely been 45 minutes, is it? That's crazy. See what you did? Talking all that shit.
Burn the mics, man.
Oh.
You gotta let it out. Let your brakes go. You know how you got the brakes that go, just
go.
pop that e-brake, man, cruise. It's like a new Tesla. You just drive with the lights off. You know, you go to sleep and just happens.
Hey, man. I want to appreciate you for coming through. No,
Thank you.
Of course.
I really appreciate and respect you for hosting me and having a platform for people in Boston.
course.
You're making it a better place.
I appreciate that,
Yeah.
man. You already know what the fuck's going on. It's your favorite motherfucking host, G Honcho, representing Talk the Town, representing the Coalition. This episode was sponsored and empowered by Londa's Land and Undeniable Sound. Episode, we out.
All that money that we wasting, cause this life ain't finna wait up. Baby love living dangerous, but she don't wanna